Every pump depends on one thing working perfectly. The impeller spinning freely inside the casing, pushing the fluid exactly where it needs to go. But here's the question nobody thinks about. How do you actually build this? How do you get the complex impeller with the curved blade sealed inside the casing that has no opening? You can't mold it in one piece, and you can't assemble it after casing. So what's the answer? This is where the split tool comes in. Instead of treating the casing as one solid block, we split cleanly and precisely along the defined plane. And now what was impossible became simple. Each half can now be cast, machined, inspected, and finished on its own. The impeller drop right in, and when it's time for maintenance, you can open it up with no complicated disassembly. One tool, one cut, and the entire manufacturing and the maintenance problem is solved. That's the power of split tool, turning the single impossible shape into the practical, buildable, and serviceable part. So let's head to the SOLIDWORKS and let's see what exactly is the split tool and how it works. Now we are at our SOLIDWORKS interface, and here I have the centrifugal pump casing. So this is a single body and it is not possible to manufacture it as a single body. So we need to split it using the split tool. So first let's see where the split tool is. So if you don't find the split tool in your tabs, then simply search for the split tool. And then here we have this option to create the multiple bodies from the single body. So you can drag it and drop it beside your other features, or you can simply click from the search box to enable it. Let's see how it works. First, let's create the reference plane for splitting the body. So as we know, if we're gonna split something, then we need a reference plane about which we will be splitting it. Here, I'm selecting this front plane and then go to the reference, and then I'm gonna increase distance to 40 mm. Yeah. So I'm gonna split this cover. So just simply click on the green tick after creating the plane. And then let's activate the split tool to split this cover. Activate the split tool, and in the trim tool option, we need to select the plane that we created. So basically here we need to select the trimming surfaces. So in that we're going to select this plane. Now as we select the plane, we need to select the body that we want to split. So I selected this and just click on the cut part, and here we go. So as I click on this, you can observe it split it from whole body. And if I move downward, we have the resulting body. So you can observe it split it, and simply click on the green tick. And here we have the split 1, split 2 in our feature tree. So now let's see how it's splitted. For that, I'm going to use the move copy body. So simply type move copy bodies. And then select this body and just simply move it and make sure the copy checkbox is unselected. That's it. And here we go. So this was the end cover that we splitted. This is how the split tool works. And now it's time to split our pump casing vertically. So let's do that. Again, activate the split tool. And here we have the option for the target bodies, like all bodies or the selected bodies. So we're going to use the selected body. And in the trim tool, we need to select the plane that is intersecting with this body. So I'm selecting the front plane. From the target bodies, activate the selected body radio button. Then from the feature tree, select the body. Then simply click on the cut bodies option. And as you can observe, here we have the two body, that is body 1 and body 2 splitted. Now as we move downward, we have the option for the consume cut bodies. So if we enable this option, that body gets removed or deleted from the original multi-body part once split is done. And now here we have the propagate visual properties. So if you want the properties of the body into your cut bodies, so you can enable this checkbox. We have the template settings, so we'll discuss later. In the resulting bodies, if I click on this checkbox and double click on it, so I can rename it or save it. Like let's save it as body 1, like you can observe. It's renamed in a similar way. This also body 2, and that's it. Now, if I disable the checkbox, the another option comes that is auto assign. So if you click on this auto assign button, then it will give that body a name automatically instead of double clicking and then naming it. So you can do it as per your requirement. So now simply select both the bodies and click on the green tick, and that's it. Our split is done. So now again, I'm going to use the move copy bodies to show you how casing is splitted. Simply just select this body and drag it in Z direction. And that's it. So this is our casing split into 3 parts, and this is basically how the split tool works. And if you want the more info about the split tool, how it works and what is the exact process that I have done and what things you should keep in mind while performing the split, so I have attached the link in the description. You can simply click on that link, fill up your details, and you'll get that quick guide. Hope you like this video. We will be coming back with another amazing topic on SOLIDWORKS, and stay tuned for that.